My name is James from Get Your Comic Con. How are you both?
Doing
All right, how about
well, thank
you?
you.
It's so good to be here with you guys. Very, very excited about this one. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Um, I think for a lot of anime fans, this particular show has been somewhat of a dark horse with this season of the onslaught of anime that has been thrown our way. Um, we've got incredible animation. We've got such a fun world that is interesting and intriguing. Um, for you guys as voice actors, um, with such high octane fights going on, but also really intimate moments between the characters, what is it like jumping between those moments in the recording booth?
It's really satisfying. I love being able to do everything. Um, and it's always a gift to be able to play characters with so much depth. And yeah. I love Teoritta.
Yeah. I've had a lot of fun with getting to do like the intimate moments, but then also just have all this action, yelling at Xylo. That is my favorite thing. I love yelling at him. But yeah, there's the dynamics are just great in this show. There's not a shortage of either of those quiet, tender moments, those heartbreaking moments, and those really cool action moments with the cool camera angles. I love it.
I mean, with such a diverse range of kind of action sequences and emotional beats, how do you prepare for those moments? As voice actors, especially in anime, there is such a strain on the voice for some of those really big moments, but also to dig deep for those emotional moments as well. Do you guys have like a process that you go through to really help you um, enter that frame of mind?
Ooh.
Honestly, I mostly just take it as it comes. I just once we get into that scene, I just let it take over. Really let the music absorb into me because I'm a big music person and set into that mood. And yeah, it just kind of transports you. And I think that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Like just living in that moment because your character is living in that moment.
Mhm.
It's not a rehearsal for them. They are
Yeah.
experiencing it in real time. So,
Ew.
you're going by the seat of your pants. And that it's a very different process versus like prelay animation or video games, or it's such a different thing. We don't get the scripts ahead of time. That's how the process has always been. And I think it's better that way, honestly, because you're not going to get this read in your head. You're not going to rehearse it, so it
Mhm.
just comes out more natural. You become so good at cold reading, which is just reading at the moment that you get it. Uh, and I feel like the performance is more organic that way.
That's amazing. I love talking to voice actors because I tend to find that it is almost like just talking to other fans. And I love how, everyone I talk to are always so um, excited about the project that they're working on. There's a passion there, and it just makes doing these sort of like discussions so much easier. And I was wondering, with a show that has kind of garnered quite a lot of talk, people are raving about it. Um, how does that how does that make you feel knowing that, people around the world, especially with anime being a worldwide sensation? Yeah, how do you feel knowing that people are loving what you're doing and you've kind of cemented yourself in a really big project?
It never feels real, honestly. I feel like such a small part of it, and I'm just so grateful to be here, especially among such fantastic actors and like a wonderful crew. And every time I go into a session or like watch an episode or something like that, it's just like I'm just so grateful.
I think of it like, you know, we are little cogs in a much bigger machine. And so the idea of being perceived is like, huh? Wait, wait, really?
I am but
you like the
small. I am a small.
Yeah, it's wild to me, but it is so appreciated. Like the love is so appreciated, and we're getting to do this thing that we loved since we were kids. Because you know, as kids, at least for me in my school, anime wasn't very popular when I was a kid. So we're not in it because it's, you know, it's popular. We like doing this because we like anime. So like I feel like that's pretty common with a lot of this generation of actors is we all started as fans and now we get to work on the things we love, and it never feels real.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting point that you made up. I think the dynamic between anime fans on an international level has changed drastically. When I was at school, anime was, you know, almost non-existent. You know, not many people knew about um, but now we're at a level where it is taking on an entire new form. And, you know, I think you guys should be proud of the fact that you're now part of a much bigger world that is kind of dominating, you know, popular culture. Um, I think it's fascinating what anime has transformed into in the last few years. Um, yeah, I don't even know if that was a question. I just find it very interesting
Yeah.
that anime has taken on just a completely new set of legs.
Yeah. Like seeing it at the mall and stuff like that
Yeah,
is just insane.
especially
So
at like
weird.
Comic Cons as well. You know, it's become a massive part of conventions, and I'm hoping we'll see some of your characters enter those convention spaces with cosplay and whatnot.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible. I guess to round up, you know, looking at the season of what we've had so far, are there any particular moments that you look back on really fondly, whether it's in the booth or just a particular moment in the show itself?
When Kivia has to pretend to be Xylo's lover, I remember we did a couple takes on that where I was like, can I be even more like wild and fun with it? And like you couldn't I it was cool because like you kind of hear me like stumble a little bit, but again, it's like it's that bringing back that natural read in the moment. Like she isn't always going to say it so clearly, and you can hear her fumbling to like improvise, and I'm like, that's me. And it's just so fun, and I remember we did the take, and Sean, our director, is just cackling, and I'm like doubled over, just like, oh my god, just it's great. I had a lot of fun with that one.
For me, it would be when Teoritta crashes out about not getting 7 head pets because of the other goddess that did. I remember it was the first session of the day. I come in, we watch the whole scene, and then the director, Sean, is like, we'll just go until you run out of breath. So I just did that whole thing in one go. And like I was like stomping and like jumping around the place. And at the end, the engineer was like, well, good morning.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. It's been an absolute privilege. So,
Thank you.
yeah, it was an absolute gift. So, thank you.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thanks for watching, Super Friends. Check out more videos from across our YouTube channel right here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share on all your favourite platforms. See you next time.